Hello, 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 my lovely little nightmares. So, I came to a realization that I actually can't wait for replies because it takes around 3 to 5 hours for my videos to upload. And so, if I wait until around the time that I'm supposed to upload the next video to record and then upload, it's not going to post until like the next day. So, in turn, I would miss a day. So, I'm going to go ahead and aim for another one of the endings now. So I went back to the very beginning, skipped through a bunch of stuff until we get to the point where that guy woke up in the guy woke up in the forest again. And so we're gonna go through the path of ignoring the cat this time. So my head hurts like hell, but I can't blame it. Fortunately, the pain goes away quickly, just as my confusion. Soon, I come back to my senses. My flashlight is laying on the ground, shining towards the empty air. I immediately pick it up, and it was my only protection against the darkness that surrounds me. Then I remember that Steve and Alfred were with me. Steve! Alfred! Can you hear me? Without thinking, I scream their names in the dark, while trying to find them with my flashlight, but there is no trace of them. They're gone. Where the hell are they? And what the heck just happened? I just don't understand anything. Shit, we should have stayed at home. This is not a proof of courage. We could be in danger. I have to find them. So, the parts I skipped through was them already walking through the forest, coming across a cat, being knocked out, and then a flashback of how exactly they ended up deciding to come to the forest. 2:19 a.m. Which is not much, but it was very long and took forever to get through. So, a little time has passed since I started to look for my friends, and I already can't stand this place. I'm going crazy in this forest. The darkness that covers it is unnatural. It is a darkness that steals your own sanity, replacing with anxiety. To make it worse, the air is damp and cold as in winter, carrying a strong rot smell, as if there were corpses of animals hidden throughout the forest. The atmosphere in this place is oppressive. With every step you take, it makes you more uncomfortable. Since I started to look for my friends, I felt that something is watching me, but there is nothing. I sigh with my voice full of frustration. I just want to get out of here. I continue walking devoid of any hope. No matter where I look or how much I walk, I find nothing. I cannot even hear the sounds of animals. Rather, it seems they are already dead and rotting. No, I have to calm myself. I said to myself. I stop for a moment to rest. I breathe deeply, but the rotten air of this place does me no good. Immediately, I start to cough as if I had something stuck in my throat. Shit. What am I going to do? This cursed forest seems endless, and even if by miracle I could escape, I cannot abandon Steve and Alfred. By the way, with the Project Cat Paperloo prologue, I'm sorry that the music was louder than my voice with that one. I really screwed up. Because I could not turn down the volume of the music. There was no setting to do so, as far as I could tell. So everything else I had turned on the volume for, but the music remained loud, and I could not fix that. Which was annoying once I looked back at it. And it was like, yeah, that sucks. But oh well. What can you do? What was I supposed to do? Speak really loud in the middle of the night? Wake up the rest of the house? Nah. Again, I sigh, feeling on the verge of tears. My frustration is burning up, but I have to do my best to keep calm. If I fall into despair, then there is no doubt I will be joining the list of missing persons. In the end, I decide to keep walking. Step by step, I should get somewhere. At least, I was convinced that staying in the same place would not do me any good, even if it was only to deceive myself, feeling I am doing something. I want to continue walking. Time passes without any changes. Oh, my bad. Not me to click that. Only the sound of my footsteps can be heard. Knowing that as soon as you stop, you will be surrounded by a dead silence is a good incentive to keep walking, but my legs are already hurting. Suddenly, I hear a crack at my feet. Instantly, I take a step back and look below to see what made that sound. What is this? I whispered to myself, surprised discovering that I had stepped on animal bone. I believe it's from an animal, although I do not rule out the possibility that it belongs to a person. But for my own good, I prefer to not think about that. An expression of anguish is drawn on my face. It is best to ignore it. I have to keep walking. Suddenly, my flashlight reveals something. Without hesitation, I point towards there. It's the kitty cat! Only to realize there's what surprised that it is the white cat. The one from before, which made that awful meow. But this time, I found it laying on the ground. I'm gonna quickly save here. Appears to be fainted and is wounded. Then what should I do? Okay, so I could either go back through the path, either run from the cat and confront the cat, or continue through the first path that I did, which is pick up the cat, confront the cat, and then kill the cat. But I don't want to kill the cat. So we're gonna ignore the cat this time, see what happens. It's best to continue without waking her. That cat is dangerous, and it's her fault that I ended up in this place and my friends are missing. I don't know what else that cat is capable of doing, so I decided it's better to leave it behind and continue walking. So we're going through this path this time. I assume the side of the cat. Once more I find myself in the dark forest. Walking aimlessly, only moving forward, but it didn't seem I was getting somewhere. Come here. Here you'll be safe. I suddenly stopped. It's probably easy to see disbelief on my face at that moment. It's that voice again. I whispered to myself with no one to listen to me. Shortly after I got away from the cat, a mysterious voice appeared in my mind. It is a feminine voice, soft and gentle, as if it belonged to a princess from a fairy tale. But I can't trust it. Am I really going crazy? Or is it this force that doesn't make any sense? I don't know, but I don't like any of the two options. Don't be afraid. Come with me. I'll help you. Every time the voice is heard more clearly, stronger, and more often, she seems to be leading me somewhere. It does not inspire me with confidence, but between the voice and staying here in this putrid forest that seems to have no end, I choose to follow it. This is a bad idea. You know, this game did not give me any warning for gore or the animal murder, so I'm not sure what I'm expecting, honestly. Shortly after I arrived to a clearing in the forest, at least I can see the night sky. The full moon shines elegantly, surrounded by a blanket of darkness and stars. A beautiful image, but there is something strange in it. How weird. Wasn't there a half moon tonight? I said to myself as I looked at the moon and tried to remember a vague memory in my mind. Anyway, it's not important. The moon will not come to save me. That's a house. I lowered my sight. It was then that I noticed there was a cabin in the clearing. It was hidden under the shade of trees nearby, so I didn't see it before, I think. The cabin looks old and worn down, even depressing, but if I'm lucky, there may be someone there. Open the door. I'm waiting for you, my knight. Oh boy. Suddenly I hear the voice again. It was in this cabin, no doubt. Somehow, her voice sounded different this time. It was an inexplicable kindness, even love. I feel as if I were a man returning home to see his wife. After thinking about it for a moment, I can't help but laugh at myself. How silly, I must be really losing my mind. I said as a joke, hiding my anxiety with humor. In any case, there's nothing else for me than to open the door. However, I can't stop thinking that I'm forgetting something. My hand then slowly opens the door of the cabin. Why does my friend keep reopening the same game? What is going on? Okay, whatever. What awaits me there is something that leaves me perplexed. The bodies of 5 missing people were hanging as if they were puppets. What the heck? With empty eyes, but all of them were facing me. Oh gosh. I hope this game does not have like any graphic imagery and just the text alone, because that would be better than graphic imagery. Oh boy. And between them is a woman with a big smile. I open my eyes wide with amazement and my lips go dry. Suddenly I remember what I was forgetting when it was too late. Thank you for saving me by giving me your life, said the voice with an indescribable love, but announcing my horrible destiny. It's true. Matthew disappeared in the clearing without any trace. I have no breath to speak. I just know that we can add someone more to the list. Oh! Okay. Okay, what's the name of this ending? Oh gosh. It's a good thing I saved. Okay, endings that we've acquired is Unknown Aggressor. Okay, so we've got a Forgotten Adventure and Unknown Aggressor. There is 2, 4, 5. There's 5 more endings to try and get, so... Oh my gosh. Okay, load. So, this one. The one from before, which made that awful meow, but this time I find it laying on the ground. It appears to be fainted and is wounded. Then what should I do? Okay, so if we ignore the cat, there's no more options and we just die. So we have to pick up the cat. It is best to continue without waking her. That cat is dangerous. It's her fault that I ended up in this place and my friends are missing. But even knowing that, for some strange reason, I can't help but feel sorry for her. Even if it's unnatural, it's still an animal. I then bend down to see her closer. She's unconscious and there's a thin line of blood coming from her mouth. I'm a real idiot, I said to myself. At the same time, I cleaned the blood from her mouth with the handkerchief that I had with me. Fortunately, she doesn't wake up. I then close her mouth, making her appear a little better. Now she seems to be peacefully sleeping. Oh boy. I'm glad that this game does not have very much imagery, because sometimes these descriptions make me so nervous. After a long sigh, I decide to pick her up carefully. I don't know what the power of this cat are, but if she brought me here, maybe she can return me to my world. With her in my arms, I decide that the best thing I can do is continue walking. Anyways, I'm recording these instead of watching YouTube because of the fact that the FNAF movie came out and I haven't watched it yet. When I'm recording these, I haven't watched it yet, obviously, so it sucks. I want to watch it soon. Again, I find myself in the dark forest, walking aimlessly. Hopefully I'll see the movie soon. I hope to see it before, November. Anyways, I might watch it on Halloween, I'm not sure, we'll see. Only moving forward, but it didn't seem I was getting somewhere. In my arms I carry the cat, which sleeps soundly. Come here you'll be safe. I suddenly stop. It's probably easy to see the disbelief on my face at that moment. It's that voice again, I whispered to myself with no one to listen to me. Shortly after I found the cat, a mysterious voice appeared in my mind. It is a feminine voice, soft and gentle, as if it belonged to a princess from a fairy tale. I can't trust it. Am I really going crazy, or is this force that just doesn't make sense? I don't know, but I don't like any of the two options. I then feel the cat move in my arms. I look down at her confused just to see how she opens her red eyes suddenly. I become quiet on that instant. For a moment, the two stayed motionless, staring into the eyes of the other. Why does it always suddenly go to third person? It's very confusing. The red eyes of the cat are disturbing to me, but also there's something fascinating about them, something that attracts me. I lose myself in her eyes as if hypnotized, until suddenly she jumps with the intent of scratching my face. Okay. My reflex is pushing her at the same time I jump back, turning my face to dodge her claws. I managed to dodge her attack. In the process, I dropped my flashlight. I panicked and acted clumsily. The flashlight falls near me, lighting up the tree in the vicinity. As soon as it left my hands, I remember how dense this abnormal darkness is. I quickly pick it up, not even thinking before taking action. I then light the place where the cat was. Look at this angry cat. Only to discover she had arched her body angrily, as if she feared an attack from me. Those red eyes stare at me, shining with the light of the flashlight as if they were jewels, reflecting a fearsome hatred and rejection towards me. My body freezes after seeing them. I can't even think. The cat then lets out a thunderous meow, similar to the one before, but weaker. Why did I actually meow? What the heck? Although not any less frightening. There's no doubt there is something wrong with that animal. It must be cursed. Everything is her fault. She must be some kind of evil spirit, a pet of the witches. I feel how panic seizes me. My heart beats quickly, begging me to do something. My mouth is dry, my forehead covered with cold sweat. What should I do? I should save. Okay, so the two options this time are to continue down the path of the picking up the cat, confronting the cat, and then the last option is, or escape from the cat. Let's go. Run. Run, B, run. You can do it. It is best for me to escape from this cursed cat. I made a mistake by bringing her with me. That cat only brings problems. I don't feel very sure about that voice, but perhaps it can guide me to the exit. Oh. Okay. It sounds kind, and I certainly don't want to stay with this animal. Look at this angry cat. With that in mind, I try to move forward, but the cat blocks my path. No matter how hard I try, she moves faster than me, showing me her claws and fangs furiously, as if preparing to attack me. My instincts tell me that it would be better to not go one step further. I don't know what she could do, but that cat is dangerous. It is a dangerous cat. Suddenly the cat begins to meow thunderously, almost making me deaf. My heart skips a beat with each of them, as if I were hearing a wild beast roar furiously. My breathing becomes agitated. Those meows are wrecking my nerves. I have no other way out. I don't care about the voice anymore. All I want is to lose that cat from sight. So not wasting a second more, I start running in the opposite direction, begging she was not following me. I run through the forest, not looking back, forgetting about everything except my desire to get away from her. I have no idea where I'm going or how long it's been since I started to run, but I don't care. My lungs burn and my heart beats anxiously, just begging me for rest, but I cannot give myself that luxury. Stronger than the pleas for rest from my body are the pleas from my soul, crying, terrified, asking me to continue running until I can't anymore. Sometimes I hear the strange voice again, sounding in my head, but whenever it happens, the echo of the cat's meows are heard throughout the forest, freezing my blood again and remind me that I cannot stop. I feel sorry for the voice, but I can't answer your call. I'm so desperate that more than 3 times I've fallen flat on the ground, many more times hurt with the branches of trees, but that pain doesn't stop me. I keep running until my legs can't go one single step further. 2:57 a.m. Okay then. I really haven't been recording for very long. I don't know for how long I've been running, but for some minutes I haven't heard any of them, neither the voice nor the meows, much to my relief. Finally I stop, resting my hands on my knees and feeling on the verge of fainting. I breathe using my mouth, trying to fill my lungs with as much air as I can. Why do you have to specify with your mouth that you're breathing? Okay, but my legs hurt as if they had been hammered mercilessly, but this pain does not bother me because I finally feel safe. Suddenly I look up, only to find something that fills me with joy. I see the exit of the forest. I did it! I escaped this demonic forest. I didn't become another victim of the disappearances. Just thinking about it almost brings tears to my eyes. Alex! Alex! Suddenly I hear someone calling my name. But it isn't any strange voice. It's the voices of my friends who are looking for me. Hey! Over here! I shout without hesitation, with a bit of difficulty because of my shortness of breath. Soon they found me and impatiently ran towards me. Where were you? The worry was killing us, Stephen said with a face that I don't remember having ever seen before. Before answering, I take breath deep. Inside the forest, I couldn't find the exit. That's strange. After that hit us, we both woke up out of the woods. We thought that you'd be close, but we couldn't find you anywhere, explained Alfred, who also looks at me with great relief on his face. And you didn't try to find me in the forest? I said, feeling a little annoyed because they didn't go to save me as great friends. Instantly, both Stephen and Alfred shake their heads in denial. I didn't want to go back in, Alfred said, almost eating nails from imagining it. Me neither, after seeing that demonic cat, no. Also, we had hopes that you would be outside just as we were. I sighed after hearing them, but I soon forget my annoyance. Well, I really can't blame you. The most important thing is that we're all safe. Yes, but that was somewhat terrifying, confessed Stephen with a pale face. After that roar, I didn't know what was going to become of us. My sister just took the cat. Okay. I was about to tell them about all I had to go through, but just before saying a word, I changed my mind. They didn't need to know. The important thing is that we escaped and nobody got hurt. Well, I think we've had enough of this test of courage. We should better get back home, I said, looking horribly tired. Without hesitation, both of them responded with a nod. After that, everyone started to walk back home without looking back. Despite everything, I have to say that our main goal was fulfilled. We had a memorable night. The legend is true. Now I know it. Okay. What ending was this one? What's the name of this ending? I've been recording for 19 minutes, almost 20. So, this ending was surviving the cat's attack. That's it? Okay. So then, the I guess the next 4 endings take place after doing away with the cat? What? Okay then. Okay. I guess we should just go again. Might as well. What should I do? Confront the cat. Okay, no, I should not despair. I have to calm down and think carefully about what I should do. With that in mind, I take a deep breath and look again at her. Soon the expression in my eyes changes from fear to courage. I realize it is only a cat, without a doubt, a strange one, but my life is not actually in danger. That isn't a tiger staring at me, but a simple cat. Apparently, her only power are those weird meows. If she could kill me, she would have already done it. So I rule out that possibility. Her work must be transporting the next victim to this area of the forest, so unnatural and shady. After filling my lungs with air, I slowly walk towards the cat. Her meows get louder with every step, but I don't let them scare me. Seeing that I do not turn back, she shyly takes a step back. In my mind, I smile at that image. The prey is now the hunter. I look at her directly while advancing. Little by little, her meows become weaker, as if she was losing strength. Then I suddenly jump and take her in my hands. She hardly resists at all. Not so tough now, right? You look better like this. She's trembling in my hands. She looks so hopeless that I must feel like a villain. But I must not forget all that she has done so far. It's her fault that I'm in this place. She brought me here, and if I kill her, would it be possible to go back? Gosh. Okay. For a moment, that grim idea crosses my mind. Okay. I had never killed an animal. Truth is, I can't be proud of myself in doing such a thing. If I do, maybe this legend could end here and now. Then what should I do? Oh, I don't want to do this. We already did the keep her captured option. Was there another option after keeping her captured? Oh, I really don't want to do this. Oh, there's 4 more endings that I want to get though, because I like completing all the things, seeing what's possible, but I want to do the keep her captured option again, but I don't think there's any more options after that. Was there? I don't think so. Oh, okay. We're doing this. This is what I have to do. It is only logical that magic should die along with the cat. This should be my ticket back. I mustn't doubt. Just act fast so it hurts at least as possible. Everything ends tonight. Finally, people from this town will be able to live in peace without fearing that this cursed cat would make anyone else disappear. Oh gosh, killing a living creature is easy. Oh gosh, I hate this. The only thing I have to do is grab her neck and twist. I hate this. You twist it with all of your strength until you hear a snap as if it were a branch. I hate this. After that, she will not move anymore. You don't have to think, just act. In silence, I observe how my hands move to her neck to carry out my plans. I don't even want to imagine what my expression looks like in that moment. It must be terrifying. My concentration must be eerie for anyone who could see me, even repugnant. The cat does not resist. Fearful, she does nothing more than tremble, ignorant of what would happen to her, but knowing that I have no good intentions. I'm ready to apply force. Ah! The suddenly scratches my face as a quick and precise attack. Ah, gosh darn it! Immediately, I let go of her while crying in agony, covering my face with both hands. I deserved that. Despite the pain, part of me cannot stop thinking I deserved that for trying to kill another living being. Evil or not, she only tried to defend her life. Oh my gosh! When the pain recedes, I look down only to find that the cat is on the ground, showing me her fangs and with an aggressive posture, just like before I caught her. What followed was something that I would have never even imagined. Suddenly the cat starts emitting a bright light. It's even more intense than my flashlight. Little by little, the cat changes her shape. The figure that now appears in front of me, the silhouette is one that I can easily recognize. Oh boy. It's the girl again! She was becoming human. The impression leaves me speechless. I shake my head in denial, unable to accept that I'm seeing it as real, but it was no illusion. That what is in front of my eyes is not a cat, but a girl of extraordinary beauty. We're gonna save real quick. Just, casually. She stares at me with her cold red eyes. Unlike before, there's no hatred in them. She seems rather sad, as if she felt guilty of something just by looking at my face. Suddenly she speaks to me. Sorry you wanted to take my life, but I'll take yours instead. That is the best choice I can make tonight, she said ruefully. I hear no hatred in this voice. My life? Are you going to kill me? I asked, still confused by the shock. It has to be a joke. A cat is going to kill me? I must be dreaming. There's no other explanation for it. Still in my hands, my feet, my fingers, my heart, they all feel an intense cold. In just an instant, all the warmth of my body was stolen. Shortly after, I fall down to the ground, weak as if it were a puppet with its strings cut. My vision quickly begins to cloud, becoming dark. My death is real. The last thing I see before disappearing is the red in the eyes of the girl, shining with a feeling of repentance. Okay, so that's an ending. How do we get the other 3 endings? What's that ending called? An eye for an eye. Okay, so then what's the other 3 endings? I'm not sure what the other 3 endings would be. Wait, hold on. Let me think. 3 endings, 3 choice paths. So, maybe it requires you to wait. You know, like how some games are like, if you don't make a choice in a certain amount of time? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to end this episode here, I guess. And then I'll look it up. I'll look up the game and I'll look up how to get the last 3 endings. And then I'll play through the game again to try and get them. But for now, we'll end here. Oh, I hate this so much. Okay. Bye-bye. Ta-ta. Arrivederci. Goodbye. Have a good night. Yada yada.